Run it back, Philly. No frauds, no fanboys, no intros. Speaking of frauds.
This is brought to you by DraftKings. If you want to get into sports betting, you can click the link in the description right now. Bet $5, just $200 in free bets. Bam, there you go. Now you got $200 in free bets to bet on whatever you want. So if you've been hesitant to get into sports betting, this is probably the best opportunity for you to get $200 worth of free bets by just putting up $5. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. Not valid in all states. Let's go! And Keem Jenkins, do you believe James Harden got more to prove this year, or is it Embiid due to him not getting MVP last year? That's a good question, my guy. Thanks for that question. That's a tough one. Who has more to prove? James Harden or Joel Embiid? I don't think Joel Embiid has more to prove in his performance-wise. Like, I don't think Joel Embiid has to prove anything anymore based on how great he can be at basketball. Like, I don't think he has to show anybody anything. Last year, Joel Embiid proved to the world everything as far as his skill level. Led the entire league in scoring. First center to lead the league in scoring since Shaquille O'Neal in 2000. Had a historic run back in November and December. I don't remember the numbers off the top of my head, but it was like 38 straight 30-point games. It was like the most 40-10 games in Sixers history, the most 35-12 games in Sixers history. It was crazy what he did last season. He deserved the MVP on a platter. The fact that he didn't get it just is what it is. People are obsessed with advanced analytics. People tried to argue with themselves that Nikola Jokic is actually a good defender because his adjusted box score plus minus value over replacement player stat. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. We're not really worried about the awards anymore. I don't think Joel Embiid's worried about the awards anymore. I don't think he's focused on the awards anymore. We should be focused on Joel Embiid getting to the playoffs and being 100%. That's what we should be focused on. I don't care if it takes Joel Embiid playing 40 games out of 82. I don't care. We want Joel Embiid and James Harden to be healthy when the playoffs start. So I don't think Joel Embiid has anything to prove skill-wise at all. Everybody knows he has it, and he's only 28 years old, so everybody knows that he should be at this level for several more seasons in his NBA career. I think he has to prove to everybody that he can be healthy. He has not been healthy his entire career so far. Just is what it is, whether he gets hit and elbowed in the face by Markelle Fultz or elbowed in the face by Pascal Siakam or plays with a slightly torn meniscus or, it just keeps going with Joel Embiid. He always seems to be hurt when the playoffs come around, so that's what he needs to prove. I can be healthy when the playoffs come around. As far as James Harden, yeah, I think James Harden has more to prove because James Harden last year at 32, 33 years old looked completely washed. You know what I'm saying? Looked completely washed in that Miami series. He looked completely worn down. He looked completely out of shape. He looked completely washed. So, with James Harden telling everyone this offseason I got back in shape, the past 2 years have been tough. I had the hamstring. I didn't get to work out the way I wanted to. So I think James Harden has more to prove than Joel Embiid. James Harden wants to prove to everybody, hey, I can still be James Harden for a couple more years here. I can still be at an elite NBA level for 3, 4, 5 more seasons. So I think the answer to that is James Harden definitely has more to prove because the question with him is he the MVP, James Harden? Is he James Harden of old, or is he washed? And are we just going to get like a shell of James Harden? So that's my answer to that.